Okay. So my story begins when I pulled up into the parking lot in Oconomowoc. I can't remember what the name of the place was, but I might as well just give her name, for reasons of just, because I felt that this person was very, very special to me, and I wanted to show my gratitude to her. Her name's Sasha. Now, Sasha expressed this warm presence to her, this warm, loving energy that normally I expect to get from a significant other. And it made me feel so safe. It's like she didn't do things in a very overly business-like manner. At least not how I perceived it. And she brings me inside, and the place where she works is so warm and comforting. It's like this, this great blanket that just wraps itself around me and makes me feel whole, and it makes me feel like I've returned, to the womb. And it's like this place that I'm in is a womb itself, and it's very peaceful. And so she brings me into a room where there's a table there, and now I've had Reiki done in the past, so this setup was pretty similar to me. There was very nice music playing, very, very sensual music that definitely caters to the Taurian in me. And it was so heavenly when I was there, so beautiful. So I stripped down to my shorts, and I sit on this table with one leg hanging off either end, and then she sits there opposite from me, and she takes her hand in mine, and she moves our hands, we move our hands throughout the air, and just moving them without any real direction as to where they're going, just as a way of marrying the masculine and feminine together, and just blending the two together. And it's incredible. It's like a dance. It's like this air dance, where we're just like grabbing the wind and, lightly dancing with it, like it was like some great curtain, some great starry curtain, with all just this beautiful energy emanating from it, Then she takes her hand, and by this point, our eyes are open. My eyes were closed, when this whole session started. I wasn't really instructed to, have my eyes open or closed, but it just felt better for me to take in every nuance of every emotion in with my eyes closed. When my eyes opened, she took her hand, she puts her hand on my heart. She takes my hand, puts it on her heart. And this is our way of opening up the heart, the sacred heart, and bringing heaven down to earth, and just really connecting on that level of, twin flame frequency, I guess. That's how I would look at it. And I can only remember, just like whispering to her, how much sorrow I felt in my life, because of, the feelings of abandonment that I had, that my intention was to come and to find a way to restore nourishment and lunar energy within myself so that I can cultivate the inner resources needed to survive, to connect with the Great Mother archetype so that I could then take care of myself without having to cling on to others, because of my history of codependency and, compulsively consuming energy from other people, because of, my inability and my discomfort to be alone. The second thing that I was putting my intention towards was to learn how to find and to tap into that well of inspiration to help me to be a better dancer. So as we set that intention, she has me lie down on the table, face down. By this point now I'm stripped down to just my underwear. But you know what? Even just being in my boxers, I felt so comfortable and so alive being vulnerable like this. And I knew, because this was sensual Tantra, that boundaries were going to be respected. And she herself even admitted that, she was trying to do less hands-on stuff just to respect, the aura of the other person, but she trusted me completely, knowing, how passive and how accepting and how open I could be, and she felt fine, she knew that I needed this. She knew how badly I needed this. The way that she rubbed her hands up and down my body. She put must have been lavender oil, though I could sense that there must have been frankincense and maybe a little bit of sandalwood there too. And she just slowly and gently rubs her hands up and down my back, up and down one leg, up and down the other, and she rotates, she does these different hand circles to open up each of the different chakra energy centers. And then, of course, she has me move around on the table in whatever way feels natural to allow the energy to circle through me naturally. She wanted me to really be in touch with the sensual world within me. See, this is where I discovered, just how multifaceted Tantra can really be. That it's definitely not all about, just trying to spice your Kundalini fire up more, and have a better sex life. It's more just about the overall, scheme of merging polarities together, going within, opening myself up to those doors that can lead me to what I desire and to help it manifest in the real world. It's basically finding sacredness in the material, bridging it with the spiritual, which is very much a Taurus goal of mine, because it is, it's about enjoying the physical, enjoying the earthly plane of existence, while also being able to elevate that pleasure and that sensuality upwards through the spinal column to open up cosmic consciousness and feel that wellspring, that fountain of bliss. And that's why this Tantra instructor was the real deal for me. Sasha was really amazing. She was my goddess throughout this whole session. And it was very, very healing. I can remember coming out of that session afterwards, just looking at the room around me and seeing just the colors being more vivid and popping out. And, just this incredible stream of prismatic light permeating through everything, and I could taste everything more vividly. I could smell things more immediately. I could feel things in a way that was more real and more close to the heart. And I could just see more clearly. It was like my five senses were really, really heightened from this experience. And she herself had said that she had just come back from her travels out to Arizona, when I had come in to visit her. So she brought back the positive experiences from her journeys to really, really turn me on this way, to really, really turn me on to that cosmic consciousness. It was very potent. But it's not like it was one of those experiences where I was merely just trying to score with someone. It was more pure than that. Much more pure. I think I can only end this video right now with just this lingering sense of wonder as to what the next step is. All I know, though, is that I definitely bridge that gap between 3 and 4, and have entered now 4th dimensional cosmic consciousness, where now sexuality is more about, connecting with Sophia, connecting with the higher wisdom of eternity, of greater consciousness. I think this can only be this can only be concluded at a later time, because this is now a journey that's going to unfold itself more, and I know that I'm going to be going deeper into this Tantra work with Sasha, so I promise that there will be more videos about this later on in the future. But I have to stop now and maintain this balance of energy in the present.